Hey everybody, I'm Chef Tom with atbbq.com, and this is Grilled Cornish Game Hen. Today we're going to take a couple of Cornish game hens, prepare them spatchcock style, and cook them on the grill. Now before you get intimidated by the words Cornish game hen, just know that here in the United States, these birds that we're selling as Cornish game hens are actually just small broiler chickens, which is the most common kind of chicken that's out there. So don't let your friends or family be like, I'm not eating game, I'm not eating game. This is just a chicken. It's tiny, which makes it kind of cute, and it looks cool on a plate. All right, so here we have our birds. These are both just under 2 pounds apiece. And like I said, we're gonna prepare these spatchcock style. So grab your poultry shears. I'm gonna cut along one side of the backbone here. And then right along the other side as well. Now, since these birds are a bit smaller, if you want to, you can actually just get in there with your knife. If you got a nice, sharp chef's knife, and just press down. Do the same thing on the other side. And then you can kind of lift it up and finish sawing at it from the back side. Not bad. And then just gonna pop this right here, push it down. And that should make the breast lay all the way flat. There we go. The same thing over here. Now we've got this nice, even cooking surface for our birds. Next, I'm gonna build our rub, starting with a couple tablespoons of smoked salt. Then we'll add to that a couple tablespoons of coarse ground black pepper. And then we're gonna come in with the Cattleman's Grill Steakhouse seasoning. I like the herbs in there. Do about 4 teaspoons of the Cattleman's. And for the fourth and final ingredient, and this one's my favorite, we're gonna take the zest off of these lemons and add a couple teaspoons of lemon zest. So we'll add that into our rub. Give all that a mix around. I love the lemon zest. It's just instantly aromatic. It's really gonna brighten everything up. And that's it. It's really pretty simple, but just tastes so good. Now, in the spirit of keeping things simple, we're not gonna be messing with a brine or an injection today. I'm not gonna be moving the skin around to try to get the seasoning underneath it because we're gonna serve these birds with the skin on. So I'm just gonna hit them with a little bit of duck fat for binder, put some seasoning over the top, and we're gonna get them right onto the grates. So front and back, and then just a liberal coating of our seasoning. This already smells fantastic because of that lemon zest and especially that smoke on the salt. Getting a lot of citrusy, smoky aroma going on right now. I'm just gonna tuck those wing tips back so we keep the wings tucked in. And these are ready to go on the grill. Today we're cooking on the Napoleon P500, but you could be cooking on any grill today as long as you can do it with an indirect setup. Now to do an indirect setup with this grill, I've got half the burners on, half of them off. So all of our heat's coming from this side. I've stabilized this chamber at about 425 degrees, and that's the roasting temperature I want to get a nice crispy skin. Now the great thing about this specific model is it's also got the side burner, so while our birds are finishing up, I can be preparing our Cranberry Gastrique to go with the Cornish game hen, and we get everything done all in one place. Now these hens would be delicious just the way they are, but if you're interested in having a slightly smokier flavor profile, what you can do is put an amazing tube smoker in there, fill it with some pellets, light it with the torch, and then over the next 30 minutes or so as these cook, and it'll go pretty fast, you'll just get a little bit extra smoke flavor on those birds. Now, if you don't own a pellet smoker, you might not have pellets on hand, but we sell 1 pound bags of these pellets, so you can pick up pretty much any flavor you want. We're gonna be using cherry pellets today. We give that flame just a minute to make sure the pellets are lit. Then after we blow it out, it just slowly burns back, adding more smoke to the chamber. We're about 45 minutes into this cook now, and the birds are coming right up to temp where we want them to be. I took the smoke tube out at about 30 minutes when I felt like we'd got enough of that smoke flavor in there. And at this point, to finish off these last 5 or 10 degrees, and we're looking to finish at like 160 in the breast, 165, I want to just slide these over to the direct side of the grill, flip them over, and let that skin really crisp up. I'm going to put some fat down so we don't stick. And we'll just flip this guy over. All right, so we'll close this back up. And as our hens finish up, I'm going to put together the Cranberry Gastrique on the side burner. Now, Gastrique is a sauce that utilizes both sweet and sour or tart flavors. So we're going to start with a ½ cup of maple syrup and add to that 1 cup of cranberries. And we just want this to simmer away. So we're going over high heat right now, but we can adjust that to make sure we don't do any scorching. What we're looking to do is start to cook these cranberries down so that they'll begin to burst open, cook down, and release their pectin. And that's going to thicken the sauce. But I also want to infuse some fresh thyme while it's cooking down. As you can see, these are starting to pop open already. We're just going to let these cook for a few minutes now. All right, so that's what we're going for, just a little bit of crunch on there. We'll let this do a little carryover cooking, just those last few degrees. In the meantime, I'm going to shut off the grill. Now you can see how these have cooked down, and I'm just helping the process along by smashing them. I've also reduced the heat just a little bit so we don't get any scalding, any scorching going on with the sugars. And when we get to this point, it's time to start to add our acids. So we've got a 1/4 cup each of red wine vinegar, balsamic vinegar, and a rosé wine. Just super aromatic. It smells incredible. What we're looking to do now is just reduce it just a little bit. We're going just for a consistency. You're doing this by feel now. This should be a little bit syrupy, a little bit sticky. We want to just get it just to that perfect spot before we finish this off by pureeing it down. And I'll check for doneness just by drawing my wooden spoon across the surface, and then you watch as this slowly fills in behind it. It doesn't rush right back into its spot. It doesn't stay stuck to the side, so that's just perfect. So before we break this down, we're just going to get the thyme out of there. Discard that. Transfer the sauce to a small food processor. And give it a blitz. And there we have it. Woo! It's a kick right into the taste buds. It's sweet, it's tangy. That's gonna be really nice on those hens. Now these are rested a little bit, and for serving what I like to do is go right down the center, and that right there is 1 serving. Presents really beautiful on a plate. Ooh, look how juicy and tender that meat is right there. Perfect. I'm gonna serve these hens right on a bed of this sweet potato puree that I whipped up. Cornish game hen right there, and a drizzle of the gastrique over the top. What a beautiful plate. Wow, look how juicy that is down there. Get a little bit of everything in that bite. Man. I love the way that the cranberry really adds some fruitiness to this dish. The lemon definitely pops out as well. And then you're just kind of getting those herbs and the spices. Salt and pepper. It's really basic, but it's just so delicious. And just look at the juice coming out of there. I think this is just such a great alternative dish to serve around the holiday times as opposed to a ham or a turkey or something like that. And it feels really special because you're presenting this beautiful half hen to each individual person. It's very specialized and it makes it perfect for the holidays. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, head over to atbbq.com to check out all the tools and seasonings featured in the video. If you enjoyed the recipe, please hit that subscribe button. And if you have any questions or comments, or there's anything you'd like to see me cook, let me know in the comment section down below, and let's be good to one another. For more recipes, tips, and techniques, head over to thesauce.atbbq.com. All things barbecue, where barbecue legends are made.